What's up, y'all? LG here, and we ain't talking about life is good, even though it is. I'm talking about me, Lotus Getsuga, here with another show for Let's Talk Anime. Hey, y'all ready? Oh, y'all not? Uh. But anyways, let's get to it. Okay, y'all, so today we talking about Gangsta, okay? And Gangsta is kind of like the Black Lagoon, to sum it up the best way possible. But I'm going to go deeper into details so you guys can get a better understanding of what the show is about. But yeah, basically it's like the Black Lagoon. There are two guys, Nicholas Brown and Warwick Archangelo, I think is how you say his name. And they are two handymen. They work for both the Mafia and the police. They do the things that the Mafia or the police can't handle alone. Like, they do the dirty work, basically. And then, like, when they do things for the police will come clean everything up. Same thing with the Mafia. But yeah. So, the show, it's a good show. You know, it's based in a town called Ergastelum, which is full of crime. Like, every crime is the regular thing in that town. Like, it's an everyday thing. You know, Mafia, hoodlums, courtesans, because I'm not going to say the... Y'all should know what courtesans are, okay? If y'all don't, step up your vocabulary, okay? Disappointed! Point my finger at you. Looking right at you, too. Point my finger. Okay, but let's talk about how Warwick and Nick first met, okay? They met when they were both 13 years old, alright? So, and Nick worked as Warwick's bodyguard, basically, at that point in time. And Warwick, whose real name is Wallace, he lived in a very fortunate home, you know. He had rich parents, you know, good life, or so it would seem, because behind the scenes his father would abuse him and stuff, and it was just horrible. And Nick was a witness to most of this. And I'd say the moment that, you know, they really bonded, or, well, you know, just, I don't know, became best friends or something like that. I don't know how to explain it. But is when Nick saw Warwick's father put a cigarette in his eye. Like, in his eye. And so now Warwick wears an eye patch over that eye. And, you know, it's actually pretty dope looking too. When he doesn't have the eye patch on, it is dope looking, okay? But yeah, so they left his home, you know, went to Ergasalum. Been there ever since. Warwick, not only is he a handyman, but he also works as a gigolo. And he's been working as a gigolo since he was like 13. And if y'all don't know what a gigolo is, let's just say you don't want to be a gigolo. Okay? Alright? You don't want to be a gigolo. Alright? You can't just go to people and be like, hey, guess what my job is? I'm a gigolo. Look at me. Gigolo. And Nick is a physically enhanced human, and they're labeled as tags. And how they become tags is they take this drug called Cerberus, right? And what it does is it boosts up, like, certain things. It varies per person, but there's, like, certain physical abilities about them that are boosted. Like, their sense of speed and movement and fighting and everything is just, like, enhanced times, like, I don't know how much. And Nick kind of has a problem with overusing the drugs to the point where he can't really feel pain. But because it's like an organization too that looks out after all these tags, and I forgot what the lady's name is. All I know is they call her Sir. So, you know, she's a pretty manly looking woman too. She is like as tall as me, and I'm 6'5". Or actually, I might be 6'6". I don't know. I've been 6'5" for a minute. But yeah, she's like the leader. She's the one that watches all the tags. But like people like Warwick, they are assigned to each tag to like look after them and watch over them and control them, you know. Like, not, I wouldn't say control them, more like monitor their actions so they don't get too crazy. So yeah, that's pretty much what Nick and Warwick are about. Now we're gonna talk about some more characters. We're gonna start out with Allie. Allie, she used to be a prostitute until Nick and Warwick, killed the guy that was her pimp. And so now she works for them, and she's like a secretary basically. She like takes phone calls and stuff, and she helps out every now and then, but only when Nick and Warwick are in danger, because she feels like she owes it. Well, I mean, she kind of does, because I mean, they saved her life, because she was being prostituted all over the place, just courtesaned out to the max by the pimp, by everybody. And that's just, I'm glad that they came and saved her, instead of, because that would have been messed up. And that brings us to Dr. Theo and Nina. Dr. Theo is a doctor, and he owns a small clinic in Ergastelum, and he's the one who distributes all the Celibur to all the Twilights, or the tags. But Twilights is another name for the tags. And he's a pretty nice guy, to be honest. He's kind of goofy. He's a nice dude. Unless Nina's in danger, then he can be kind of psychotic and dangerous, and he will murder you with no hesitation. He will syringe you, and you will be done. And Nina is a little girl. She's like 12 years old, I think, if I remember correctly. And she is a nurse, and she works for Dr. Theo. I don't know how they met yet, because the story hasn't explained that yet. And she's really close friends with Nick and Warwick, which they haven't explained that yet. But, as the season goes, they'll go more into detail and explain everything. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to talk about Dr. Theo and Nina. Okay, they're pretty important characters too, because they've been in almost every episode, to be honest, except for the first one. Were they in the first one? I don't know, but hey, they're cool characters. Nick is a cool character. Warwick is a cool character. I'm loving them so far. There are more characters of the story, but I don't want to take too much away from the story by explaining who they are and stuff, because I want you guys to see that for yourself. I just wanted to tell you about the characters that you'll see more in the show than anybody else, which is Warwick, Nick, Allie or Alex, Dr. Theo, and Nina. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, because actually, not only did I watch the 5 episodes that have been out so far, but I also went on the internet and researched a little bit and found a good source of information to use. So, and also, the woman who wrote this story, if you guys are interested in mangas and stuff, her manga's out, so you should go if you like reading mangas. I'm not really a big fan of mangas. I'm more of just watching instead of reading, because I basically am reading when I'm looking at the subtitles and stuff. So, hey, the only thing I hate about the difference between like a show of an anime and the manga of an anime is that the manga, you get a lot more story, a lot more detail, which kind of sucks. But I don't know. It's not my thing. Yeah, thank you guys for squatting up for this video. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed it. Comment down below some animes you want me to watch and what I can do to improve this channel. And I will put the name of the song, because it's the theme of the anime, down below. So check that out, if y'all want. And this is Lotus Getsuga, squatting out. Till the next time, y'all.